Hello, hello, hello. Y'all know I'm a little early. I'm a little early, but today my 10 questions is going to be with the one and only, the one and only, oh, where's my stuff? Urban, the urban therapist. Oh, Lord, where's my stuff? I have everything here now. It's not here. Waiting on Mr. Urban. Happy Sunday to everyone. Hope everybody's doing good. Me, I'm on the weather a little bit. It was not Corona. Just one of those things. People do get sick without having corona. Hey, Bums. Hey, sweet Rita. Thank you for sending me that. How you guys doing? Girl, you work just as much as I do, Bums. Girl, I ain't mad at you. Hey, sweet Rita. It is hot in Cali. Oh, you guys, it's hot. Waiting for the guest of honor. Y'all, I got a treat for y'all next week. I'm not going to say nothing yet. Y'all gonna have to wait till I set the live. I got a treat for y'all. Y'all can't see me, but I'm smiling from ear to ear. Girl, if I'm not at work, you at work. If you at work, I'm at work. Girl, I took Friday off because I had to. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to email you something. Oh my goodness, tell you what's been going on. Yeah, I had to take Friday off at the last minute to take care of some much needed business, and I guess I got 85% of it accomplished. I'm still lacking in some areas. I'll get it together. Sweet Rita, what's so funny? Okay, y'all, we're waiting on the urban therapist. I don't know who got wrenches in here. I don't need no wrenches because it's usually cool up in here. Sweet Rita, are you blue? Oh, maybe now. You should be blue now, I think. I don't know what that means. Let me see. No, you're not. I don't know what the little star thing means. Okay, I don't. I'll have to figure it out. Okay, I don't know how to do it. I'm on StreamYard, so. Oh, I got it. Now say something. Hey, Trooper, how are you? Hey, Regina, how are you, girl? Thank you so much for last week. You put a smile on my face. You're so sweet. You're such a sweet lady. You really are. That was really nice. Amber, hey, girl. Oh, y'all, my special guest is here.
I ain't no special guest. What you talking about?
Yeah, you're gonna be special right after I get you in them verses. I ain't forgot about that. I'm gonna be nice today, okay?
So
Hi,
I'm waiting.
Urban.
How you doing?
I'm good. First, I want to say thank you for coming over, especially at this last minute. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah, you're a very interesting person. So I was like, well, let me, this is my show. I'm trying to start. Hey, Too Blessed. I'm trying to start up, slowly but surely.
Oh yeah, Yeah, that's a good concept. 10 questions with Curious T.
Yes, it is. So hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for coming over. I don't know if everybody knows who he is, but I'm sure you do because he's kind of popular these days. Okay. This is the urban therapist.
No, no, you gotta get it right. The official urban therapist.
Oh, the official urban therapist. So it can't be TUT, gotta be TOUT.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Excuse QST. Hey, too blessed. Okay, we're gonna just jump right into it.
So
Are
go
you
right
ready?
ahead. Man, hey, Curious T, I didn't get my green M&M's, son. I didn't get my bottled water or nothing in the green room.
Oh man, you know what? You came through the express line, so next time I probably got to mail it to you.
Ah, all right.
You ready?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. With the stigma of Black people not wanting to seek counseling, did you seek counseling first before you decided to be a therapist, or did it come afterwards?
Well, I have a two-part answer to that.
Go
The
ahead.
first answer to that is that yes, as being a black man, I did seek counseling for different things as,
Hmm.
that happened in my life. Absolutely, and I do encourage that a whole lot. That we do need to seek therapy. The only reason why is because there are certain things that we do in our life that we're so used to, right? But we don't realize that it could be bad for you. And
Right.
the best way for you to find that out is to seek an outside, resource, which is therapy. Now, some people that will argue and say, what about, the friends? What about you seeking out friends or anything like that? But the one thing about it is that a true friend is not going to be like brutally honest with you because they want to maintain that relationship with you. So that's why I say seek out an outside resource that don't know you at all, period. They don't know your life. They don't know who you are. And you could just totally be transparent with them and they'll give you their perspective.
Right. So a friend, you said a friend doesn't want to be brutally honest, but if they are brutally honest, maybe the person may take it the wrong way too. So I think that's
Hmm.
a reason why people do go outside the family. They even go express everything to a bartender, just somebody that they don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. True,
Right?
true, true.
Okay.
Now the other part of that is that now, technically speaking, I'm not a what you would call a psychotherapist, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there are different branches of therapists. You have psychotherapists, you have psychologists. There you have people like me. I'm more of a sociologist, all right?
Okay.
And and so what the sociologists do, we look at the behavior from a macro perspective,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that we look at the behavior of culture, period, everyone culture, period, instead of micro, which is what psychotherapists and psychologists do, which they just deal with one person at a time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's I didn't know that. That's interesting and very
Hmm.
interesting. Okay. Besides talking to a therapist, what is another form of therapy that you prefer or recommend?
There are different levels to that. Well, what I'll recommend is that first of all, if you're into any type of spirituality, El Malphis spirituality, or if El Malphis, religion, wherever your perspective about that, I always recommend having that as a foundation in your life because spirituality or religion tends to center people to get them to a certain point in their life where they need to go. It tends to be a foundation. If you don't have that on foundation, then whatever happens to your life, it's not going to stand at all. It's going to fall apart. So you need that type of foundation. Then another part of that is always seek out things that will always make you happy. Where if it's like some type of extracurricular activity, it could be a hobby, it could be a goal, anything that will make you happy. They'll make you want to just live your life to the fullest.
Right, right. I totally agree. I know sometimes I just want to go sit at the beach and watch the wave, and it's so therapeutic for me.
Absolutely.
It really does something. So I agree with you 100%. Okay, how do you handle constructive criticism?
In the past, I didn't handle constructive criticism very well,
Hmm.
and I had figured out the reason why. The reason why was part of my upbringing. Then another reason why it was just me being a man, because anytime a man deals with any type of constructive criticism, it normally hurts their pride and ego. But as I grew older, and I grew more wiser, and so now I can accept constructive criticism.
Right. So when somebody give you constructive criticism, now that you're older, you can take it better and maybe learn from it, as opposed to when you're younger.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like, longest the constructive criticism, longest is something that I believe that it's in the best interest for me, in the best interest for my evolution, as
Right.
me being me. Then yeah, I'll accept it. But it's a difference between constructive criticism and just people that straight up hating on you. Two
Right.
totally different things.
Right. I got you. I feel you on that. Okay. If you can change one law in your state, what would that be and why?
One law in my state. Now you know good and well that I stay in Texas now, so
Hmm. Right.
one law that I would change in my state. I would actually change the family court system because
Hmm.
the family court system here in the state of Texas is it could be better. I'll put it to you that way. It could be way better than what it is. Meaning that there's certain type of family laws that's more protective over women than there are with men. Preferably, if you look at the Office of Attorney General, within Child Support Division, um,
Hmm.
different things like that. These type of laws it favors women more in the state of Texas than it do with men. And so, let's say for example, a man wants to have a custody hearing over his child.
Hmm.
9 times out of 10, the court always going to look at what's going to be in the best interest for the children, of course, but they always going to favor the woman.
Well, I
So
know I could say like back in maybe the 80s and 90s, I could say that was true. But I think, well, I don't know about in Texas, but I think now a lot of men are raising their children through the courts. They're getting custody.
mhm.
Um, and I know every situation is different. I'm hoping that the court system in Texas is being fair because, sometimes the parent is, or the mother as a parent is not always the best fit for the child for
Yeah,
its,
absolutely.
safety. So I'm hoping that they are taking every consideration, every situation, and really making a fair decision because the
Yeah,
kids are
absolutely.
very important.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And I know that the laws in California is different from Texas. But one thing that I know without shadow of doubt is that California and family court system is more balanced than it is in Texas.
Hmm. Yeah. Yep. I just had a nephew that just went through that, and he got custody of his son. She took the baby and ran, but eventually she was on the losing end of the stick. So okay, okay, moving right along. How do the women in your life feel about you? Well, you're a Tommy Sotomayor supporter, right?
Uh, oh, you asked me on part of Solo Nation?
Yeah. Oh, you part of Soto Nation? I don't know. I'm
No,
asking.
no. I'm technically not part of Solo Nation, but however, I do respect Tommy Sotomayor in this platform because a lot of different things that he say I do agree with. There are some things that I don't agree with, but that's neither here nor there.
What I have to say about Tommy is I don't know him. I only hear the bad stuff, so I can't make a fair decision on what I feel about him. But what do the women in your life feel about if you ever talk to them about Tommy? What do they say? Do they agree with you, or do they be like, or have you guys ever had a conversation? When I say women, I mean it could be cousin, daughter,
Hmm.
friend. It don't have to be like a significant other.
Well, we never had a conversation about Tommy before because the women in my life they really don't know who Tommy Sotomayor is. But however, for example, Mrs. Urban, she knows about Kevin Samuels because she used to sit with me and watch his shows, so she
Hmm.
knows about him. So I can use Kevin Samuels as example because they're pretty much similar, to the things that they believe in. But a lot of things that they say. they will agree with to a certain extent. But
Hmm.
I believe that the only reason why is because it boils down to the presentation, or it boils down to how the way it's being presented, and that's been a conversation. Me and Mrs. Urban, she'll say like, well, if he didn't say it this way, maybe more women would probably agree with what he's talking about. Which, to be honest, is that's pretty much valid. But at the same time, I don't want it to be like that. He have to censor himself, or he have to change to try to please people
Right, right.
to get
He
his
wants.
message.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So just so he can get his message across,
Hmm.
because throughout my upbringing, the main people that I know that does that try to please people is pastors and preachers and stuff like that. And the
Hmm.
reason why they do that is because normally it's for the reason that they want to keep their membership active. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure that they have a active membership where they giving their tithes and offering different things like that. So they're gonna say certain things to get people, I'm saying, to keep people coming to their church. You know what I'm saying? This is also the reason why, pastors and preachers, they really don't talk about the hell and brimstone messages and stuff like how they did back in the past, for
Hmm.
that very reason.
Well, I think I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit because I know it's a church out here I go to. His grandfather, I'm sorry, his father was my grandmother's pastor. He was more old school, and when the son took over,
Hmm.
he pretty much kept that old school type mentality when he preached. I don't feel like he was chasing, what I'm saying, his followers. I understand what you're saying because a lot of people do because we're in the age of social media and they want
Absolutely.
people to come in, so they will change. But that's why I really like Pastor um, Fisher because he, even though he's in his 40s, he didn't he still keeps his father, his old, because he grew up in the church, so he keeps those old values, church values, and that's what I like about him. And he's
Hmm.
not chasing an ever ending race, you know what I mean? So, but I know with the age we live in with the social media, I know people do anything to get a penny in the collection plate or get somebody in the seats. So I totally understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you didn't disagree with me. What are you talking about?
I mean, no, no. I mean, just a different aspect, because, like you said, you do live in Texas, and I'm in California. So,
Hmm.
things are different. And when I go to Ohio, different states, when I go, I'm like, dang, it's so different from California. You probably can say the same thing when you're in Texas when you go to other states.
Yeah, absolutely it is, huh? The culture aspect of it is very different. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Antoinette Banks, give me a minute, hon. I get you a question. Okay, respectfully, this question. This is respectfully, just playing around. In state game, who would you think would need therapy first, if needed?
In state game, who do I think need therapy first, and why
Yeah.
would they need it? Well,
No, I said
shoot.
if they need it. If they need it, I didn't say why.
Oh,
You need
why? My bad. Oh, I just added the why part to there, huh?
it. I know Joy lurking around somewhere. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm pretty sure all of them gonna fall out the bushes in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But for as a person who really needs to want therapy the most, I'll say, to be honest with you, I'll say me, because I always have to stay balanced. See, what people don't understand is that well, with every part of the group that you have to have someone who's balanced, who balance it all together, who holds the glue together. I'm that type of person. That is my whole role in the group, is to hold the glue together. So I say that I need it the most because if I fall apart, I just feel like that the group will fall apart too. You know what I'm saying? So I always have to stay strong for the group.
Right. I feel you on that. I feel like I'm like that sometimes because I'm the youngest of 10, but I really feel
Hmm.
like being the youngest, I am the glue to the family. So I have to keep it together. So I totally understand that. Okay, since you chose yourself, out of state game, who would you pick to be your therapist if they were a therapist?
Oh
Nice.
Lord, let me see it. I have to think about this one. Can I pick myself?
I don't think so. You gonna talk to yourself?
Yo, my man, whole
Not man in the
conversation by
mirror.
myself.
This is not man in the mirror. Okay.
Let me see. Out of out of everyone, to be honest with you, I would honestly choose I'll actually choose Moneyboy Trey. The only reason why I would choose him is because that's based on how the way his personality trait is. He always keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He'll be honest.
Right.
The reason why I wouldn't choose on Joy is because I know Joy personality trait as well. Joy, she will keep it real with me, but she'll be more of like a sister. She'll kind of hold back.
Nurturing. Hmm.
Yeah, she'll be nurturing and try to hold back because she don't want to hurt my feelings. But Moneyboy Trey, he'll no, he'll tell me straight up how it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, as Mad Militant, it's the same way. He'll be more like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Gabe too, and yeah, he'd be more of a brother to me as well too. Who else part of this Gabe? Oh, Huggy. Um,
The
Huggy,
Huckster.
Huggy would be more on the same level with Trey, where he'll keep it real with me as well too. So that'll be my second therapist.
Yeah, I just think that, in my opinion, I think the deliveries would be a little different, in the way they talk. But I totally agree with you. Money Boy Trey is definitely a very honest person, straightforward. You're gonna get it the way he give it to you. You ain't gonna change. So that's good.
And I believe that was the reason why me and Trey connected the way that we did because I respect his honesty. I really do. Out of everything about him, I do respect his brutal honesty because that means that he's trustworthy versus a person who will want to be flaky with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. People hate you with a smile when they fake with you, and that's what I don't. I always tell people that don't hate me with a smile. Just tell me what's up. So okay. Having been a YouTuber content creator, has it changed your perspective on friendships, relationships, on or off YouTube?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely,
it has.
absolutely. Yeah.
Tell me one
Oh,
of
it's
the
the
good
second part
things.
to that.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. Tell me one of the good things that it has brought.
Well, the good part about it is that it allowed me to be way more diverse with people because I didn't know that YouTube was the way that it was until I actually started being a active content creator. I wasn't aware of different, sectors or anything like that. I just thought YouTube was just YouTube, and that's what it was, period. But once
Right.
when I became very active in it,
Mhm.
the diversity is what's on really on good for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Okay.
Hey, hold on one moment. Uh, I gotta take a phone call real quick. I'm so sorry. Give me a
Go
second.
ahead. Go ahead. Oh, y'all. State gang calling. Herbert gonna get me. What he
Nah,
talking about?
nah, this is my boss. This is my boss calling.
Oh,
Hold
go ahead, Herbert. Go ahead. Hey, Coleman. Hey, everybody coming in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming through for my 10 questions. I got a big one coming next week, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna know who it is. I'm gonna set the schedule up in maybe tomorrow. It's gonna be a shocker. Hey, Coleman, my girl. I'm about to ask Urban when they gonna cook them steaks. They're gonna get me. Who's up in here? Regina, thank you for dropping those. Oh, sweet Rita, thank you guys for dropping those links, and Regina, I appreciate it. Urban had two more questions to ask. Two more when we out. Hope everybody's Sunday is going well. Back to work tomorrow. Like always. I definitely want to have a conversation, not on my panel. I'm going to see who's going to talk about healthcare. Healthcare, I never really thought about it a lot until the situation I'm in now, but healthcare sucks. How long has he been state game? Probably as long as it took him to kill a cow. I'm just playing. Kill the cow. Hey, Shawanda.
My bad, y'all. I'm back.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay, we only got a couple of more and we're done.
Oh no, keep it going. Keep it going. I'm cool. I'm chilling.
Yes, we read it. When I'm done with this, we'll have a few questions for the chat. I already got one pen from Miss Banks. I don't want to lose it, so I have it right there. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Have you ever felt bullied on YouTube or just like somebody coming after you? If so, what did you do positive about it? How did you handle it? Because I believe sometimes it's not about what happened, it's how you react to it.
Absolutely, and that is actually a good question too. Yes, I have been on cyberbully before, not only on YouTube, but when I had my platform on Facebook, I've been cyberbully as well too, to the point where people were doxing me and doing all kind of weird stuff, and it was just on Facebook. So
Hmm.
how the way I dealt with that is that I had to first of all I had to understand the reality within myself,
Hmm.
meaning that there are certain things that I had to change within myself in order to deal with it. First of all, I had to understand that people is going to speak against you about their current reality.
Hmm.
Well, what I mean by that is that everyone has a different type of worldview. Everyone, including me. And so what happens is that when your worldview or your reality end up on coincide or collided with another person's worldview or reality, what they tend to do is that they tend to defend it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So this is no different from when you be on social media, especially being a content creator. So when I speak about certain topics and stuff, right? Some topics it triggers people to the point where it collides with their current reality or their current worldview, and it challenges that. It challenges their belief to the point where they feel like they have to defend it. And so by me understanding that, that's how I learned how to deal with it. I learned how to deal with it by understanding, why the person do what they do, right.
Hmm.
Then after when I understood that, right, I started moving accordingly, meaning that okay, just because this person is doing this to me, I have a choice in the matter. I could choose to either go there with that person and go even deeper down the rabbit hole, or I could choose not to do that. Then I start asking myself questions too, like, okay, if I do decide to do this, what would be the reason why I need to do this? And
Right.
so I start asking myself that and start challenging myself that, then pretty much my answer would be that because this person that hurt my feelings, it dealt with pride and ego, and I just want to be heard.
Right.
So
Right.
when I figured that out, I like, you know what? I don't want to be in that space because I know that if I go there, I know it's going to be never ending because that person is going to want to feel how the way I'm feeling, and they're going to rebuttal that, and it's just going to keep going back and forth. And
Right.
that's what is known as having this beef. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And
You're right.
so
Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. So by me understanding that, I deal with it differently now. And the best way how you could deal with this social media, this from one content creator to another, the best way how I learned to deal with situations like this is just to be quiet and just
Right.
let that person do what they do. At the end of the day, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my everyday life or nothing like that, unless I choose to allow it to affect my immediate reality.
Right. I totally agree with you. I have a saying that it stops with me, and I use that in my real life because I'm in management at my company, and I get a lot of people coming to me, telling me stuff. Just some of it is not intended to be a good outcome. They want to start mess, and it stops with me. They tell me, and I don't repeat it. I don't spread it. I don't act on it. Of course, if it's nothing serious, like has something to do with somebody's. But if it's just like straight gossip, like even on YouTube stuff have came and been said about me. I listened because somebody told me, or maybe I was in the chat, and I just let it go. I let it roll off my back because
Hmm.
me responding to it, like you said, it'd be a never ending thing. And when you argue with a fool, somebody who's looking in don't know which one is a fool because they just see you two arguing. They can't differentiate. They don't care who did it first. So that's why I don't. If I don't do it in my real life, I won't come on here and do it either. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And also you do know that that's the exact definition of insanity too, right? To keep on repeating the same thing over and over again, thinking that you're gonna get different results behind it.
Right. Right. Exactly. Okay. Last question that I have for you. That we got a few in the chat. What do you want subscribers to know about official urban therapist, aka TOUT?
Tout. Hey, do you know that it's another content creator that call me tout all the time? Um,
Really?
yeah, there's another content creator that call me that. Hey, tout. Like, hey, what's up?
Man, I thought I was first. Okay, go
Nah.
ahead.
But I want people to know that my platform. First of all, I want people to understand that my platform isn't based on psychotherapy. That's the very first thing. Even though I have the title, the official urban therapist, my title has have a deeper meaning. All right. So the official urban therapist, my channel, it focuses on dealing with the overall behavior of culture period of our culture period.
Hmm.
My job is to analyze any type of issue that goes on with our culture, figure out the problem, promote accountability, and promote solutions. And so that's what my channel does every single day. Uh, I figure out whatever type of problems that happen, whether it's in a YouTube street or it's everyday life. You know what I'm saying? We deal with everyday life. I present it. I give my perspective about it. There, I challenge accountability and solutions.
Hmm. Well, I wanted to say that I really admire your growth because I think when I first came to your channel, I think you had less than 100 subscribers. I think now I know you well over what 500. Are you close to 1,000? Are you over 1,000?
Yeah, I'm close. So I'm about like 700 or something now.
Yeah, I remember coming into your chat one time and I looked at your subscribers, and then I went back maybe a few months or whatever, and I was like, wow, he really grew. I said, well, let me see what he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about something. No, I always listen to you. I just sit back and observe first. But yeah, I really want to commend you on growing, and I know it takes time. I'm at 260, and I'd rather get it slow and then they'll stay instead of getting it fast with drama and beef and all. I don't want to get it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the same way too. As to that, I want to work hard on my channel where I have the right subscribers, if that make any sense, to
Hmm.
subscribe to my channel. I don't want people to subscribe just because State Gang is beefing and I'm just a part of State Gang and y'all trying to tune in to see what I'm gonna say about it. No,
Right.
I want y'all to truthfully be subscribed to my channel because I share a different perspective and
Hmm.
part of my channel is entertaining. I have entertainment parts of my channel. Then also it's very informative and it's also motivational as well too. You know, so it's well diverse, well balanced.
And I am the unofficial reporter for the official urban therapist because sometimes I go on the ground for them and do work for them. And
Absolutely.
I spoke to Sweet Rita yesterday, and I was asked. I said, "You think urban?" She's like, "Yeah, just ask them, just email and ask them." I said, "Okay." So Sweet Rita is the one that told me, gave me like the push to go ahead and ask you because
Oh
I didn't know
Lord, my co-host.
your co-host,
Oh
right?
Lord.
Your co-host. Okay, so it says, "Is therapy about correcting one's flaws and managing one's emotions?"
Yeah, it could be and that it could be that way. Yeah, about correcting one's flaws. But the thing about it is that it's not about correcting a flaw that a person says about you. It's about you recognize a certain flaw about yourself and you take accountability on that.
Hmm. Right. And knowing it starts with you knowing. What I
Hmm.
mean, if you the only one to know what you need to fix. Nobody else can tell you what you need to fix. So it starts with yourself.
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely,
If
absolutely.
anybody got a question, can you drop it? Because I don't want to scroll back up because I might lose something. Let's see. Your co-host is doing her job very well.
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is. She doing her job very well.
Oh
Her and
yeah. Oh yeah.
Constance that be over there.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. Anybody else got any questions for the official urban therapist before we get up out of here? Try to keep it short and sweet and to the point.
But yeah, yeah, it's a yeah, that's real good. I'm actually scrolling up too, by the way. I'm scrolling up and I'm gonna address some of
Okay,
these
I had
questions
a
too if you
second
don't mind.
question.
Let me see.
What's your second question, Antoinette? You ready? You was my spade partner. We got to get them spades back going on, lady.
So how good are you in spades?
I'm good. Ramblin said, "What's your ultimate YouTube goal?" Quick question.
Oh, that's a good question. My ultimate YouTube goal is that I want my platform to I want my platform, or I call it a brand. I want my brand to be spreaded to the point where um, it help inspire other content creators, where they, especially within these sectors, because I know we have the black sector, we have beef sectors, and all these different other sectors that are out there too. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to inspire them to let them
Get
know
that.
that you
I'm
don't.
sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Get that troll out of here, guys, please. Can somebody get that troll out of here?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's fine.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, like I say, no, say I want to inspire other content creators that you necessarily don't have to always create, beef content to make yourself great. You know what I'm saying? I honestly believe that each and every last one of us who are content creators, we're very talented. We have very unique abilities and very unique skills. And I believe that sometimes we be a part of, this beefing and the different things like that because it's easy. Like you say, it's easy. It's real easy to do. But sometimes you just be so caught up in it that you just don't know how to get out of it. And that's where I come into the play, where I'm giving you um, different accountability, different solutions, give you a different perspective to let you know that, hey, you don't have to do this all the time.
Right. How deeply disturbed you think a person has to be to make pages of children to attack people? Like, I mean, I know this is not your expertise, this area, but just give me your opinion. How dark of a person, and they've done it multiple times. They think there's nothing wrong with it. Like, you got to be in a dark place to do that.
Well, from my perspective, for what I observe, is that it's different reasons behind that. But if we talk about a content creator talking about other people's children, um,
No,
the
actually
reason,
using their picture as a profile pic and then attacking people
or attacking them, you as
as some
cyberbullying, right?
what, but they got a picture of somebody's baby.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, for what I observe is that the reason why they do that is because they ultimately want to win. And so they want to win by any means necessary. So if they can hit below the belt so they can finally get that moment where they say, aha, I done finally won, then they would do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I believe that they do that. Now, is there any type of mental behavior involved with that that's negative? Sure, yeah, it can be. But
I,
I mean, I can't diagnose that or nothing like that unless I just really know that person. But yeah, absolutely, it can be.
I
But
think
I
it's a
know,
I
yeah,
think you
but
really
I'm sorry.
twisted.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I say you think you really have to be twisted to to do something like that. It's just sickening. Okay, can you read the one that's on the question that's on the screen?
This one, okay. My question is, I'm said like how she wrote it. All right. My question is, how long has he been State Gang, and what made him be a part of the group? Good question, too, Bress. I have been part of the one State Gang for I think about a year now, about a year. And what made me be a part of the group? There are several things behind that. I believe in destiny is a part of it. Another part of it is because of the people who I associate with. Now we said earlier about Trey, right? Moneyboy Trey, and I told him and I told y'all that I respect him for his honesty and his transparency and stuff, right? So that's another part of it. That's why I'm a part of them as well too. Same thing with Joy Chit Chat. I respect her. as well too, and each and every last one of the members of State Gang, I respect them. And see, like another thing too that people got to understand is that the subscribers, y'all only see the entertainment part of State Gang, and that's it. Y'all only see what we put out there. Y'all don't see the behind the scene parts of State Gang. Y'all don't know the real about State Gang. How I know and how Moneyboy Trey know, how George Hitchat know, how Gabe know, Huggy, Matt Militant, part of my presence, even Room Shaker. We know the real about us. You know what I'm saying? We know the personal things about us and stuff, and that's what keeps us strong, and that's what keeps us, you know what I'm saying, together. How the way we are right now.
Okay, I agree. I agree. Okay, Antoinette said, "Do you think the cruel behavior some people display on YouTube is their actual behavior, or is it just to attract subscribers?"
I think it's both. I believe that it's both. I believe that some people honestly do project their reality onto on YouTube. Like if they have anything that's going on with them in their personal lives, I believe that they honestly do project that for real on YouTube. Then the other part of it is to attract subscribers. Like we just said, negative content sells. Let's
Hmm.
be real about it, you know?
Yes, yes. I know Joy had a question earlier about
I ain't answering your questions.
I heard what she said. I heard what she said about the eyewear and the fro. When you let the fro go,
Yeah.
I heard that. Yep.
Yeah, back in my beginning days, though, right? Oh, back in the beginning, I started my YouTube journey back in I started my channel back in 2012, but I officially started my YouTube journey in 2014. And so my old videos, I used to have locks and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
Bob
yeah.
Marley looking locks.
Oh yeah, it came down to my shoulder. Yeah, I had locks and everything. Had the different glasses and everything, you know.
Oh my goodness. Urban, I want to
But
thank you so much for coming, but I gotta go because I gotta be somewhere at 9 o'clock. But thank you so much for coming on my show. I so appreciate it. You know, if you need me to do anything down here on the streets of California, you just gotta send me an email and I got you. I got
absolutely, absolutely. Hey, once again, Kirsty, thank you so much for inviting me on your platform. I had fun with this, so you need to keep this going too, for real. This is a great niche for you.
you know what? This I want you to answer this one question because I think we kind of touched on this earlier. I'm confused as to how strangers open up their lives and tell other strangers about their personal things. Urban spoke on it earlier, and I'll let him tell you what he said. But what I think is because you're not getting judged, and a stranger may tell you what you want to hear without, just knowing somebody like a friend, they may not want to tell you, or you may look at them crazy. It's more better to get like that's why like people go to bars and talk to a bartender or go to their preacher or pastor and talk to a pastor. They don't want to go to their friends or their mothers or stuff like that. Go ahead, Urban. You can answer that.
Yeah, yeah. If she's still talking about the concept about seeking a therapist or outside
Hmm.
resources, now
Right.
I can understand how that could be uncomfortable. Trust me,
Hmm.
I can understand that because this is a person that you don't know, and you have to open up to that person in order for them to understand where you're what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? But it's easier to do that with a person that knows you. But however, like I stated earlier, um, it could be a two part to that. First of all, that person that you're confiding in, right? They don't be honest with you. They'll either be not honest with you, or they'll be brutally honest with you. But either
Hmm.
way it go, it end up messing up your relationship versus dealing with an outside person. With that person, y'all don't have a personal relationship. It's just a professional one. And they just give you their perspective about what you're dealing with. And once when it's all said and done, you don't have to see that person no more ever again in your life.
And I also think it's a double-headed sword when you do get try to go to a friend because the person that's needing the counseling can be like, okay, you want to tell me to do this, but look what you're doing in your life because they know about their friends' life too, so they'll be judging too. So that's why I don't think that mixes. It could be on
Absolutely.
both sides that they're judging each other. So It's best, in my opinion, it's best to go, talk to somebody that you don't know, in my opinion. Hey,
Absolutely.
Ty. Well, thank you, Urban, for coming through. This was a great live. I appreciate everybody that came in. I appreciate all the questions. Thank you to the official urban therapist for coming through and gracing my panel. I sure appreciate it. Next week, you guys, I got another one. It's a hot one. It's a surprise. It's gonna be like it's gonna knock your socks off. That's hard to do, right? So
Yeah.
I'll set up the live and I will put the name in the title by maybe tomorrow or by Tuesday, and you guys will see it. And I'm gonna set it up. Until then, you guys, I'll see you guys in a few days. Thank you, Urban.
Thank you. Thank you.